Hi guys, this is Outdoors Channel 44. I'm going to be doing a video on home defense shotgun shells. Sorry this is open, but on this side it's 20 gauge, on this side it's 12 gauge. I have my home defense shotgun 20 gauge, but I do have 12 gauge too. And if you want to go watch that video, you'll know why I use a 20 instead of a 12 gauge. But I like 12 gauge. It's a good round, like 20 gauge. So this is a number 2 birdshot shells. It's 20 gauge, 3-inch. It's a 3-inch round. It's 1,500 feet is the velocity, and then it's 7/8 ounces, and it's number 2 shot. And I'll show you the round. And it's steel shot there. Now this wouldn't over penetrate. It's because it's bird shot. Now these are pretty big pellets here, and it is a pretty light load, but it's 3-inch. Kind of makes up for it. And then I've got slugs over here, and the only double-aught buck I have is I got 12 gauge double-aught buck. Yeah, I got 12 gauge double-aught buck and buckshot. But this is the closest thing I have to buckshot that was not in the gun. But here's some slugs here. This is a 1-inch slug here. No, it's a 1-ounce slug. This is 2 3/4 inches long, but it's a 1-ounce slug, and it's a pretty good little round. Now this is another good home defense shell, and double-aught buck's another good round. But that's the 20 gauge shells. I would have a double-aught buck down here if it wasn't. I didn't want to go upstairs and get it and unload the gun and everything. But I do have it. That's what I keep. If you want to go watch my Maverick 88 Part 1 video, I'll show you guys. I go over that in the video there, and I will have a part 2 on that video once I get all that stuff done to it, and you'll understand what I'm saying if you go watch that video. So go watch that video, and hopefully you learn something. But this Royal buckshot here, as far as I know, you can only get this in 12 gauge. I wish you get it in 20 gauge. It's pretty nice little round. They're clear, and you've got, I think, nine pellets in there. They're double-aught buckshot. This is a nice little round. Um, this is it's a nice little round, but and it's cheap. You can get these box of 5 for like $2.75 or so at Rural King. But yeah, that's a nice little package there, and it's made by Royal Buck. But that's the name of it. Then I've got some of this BB shot. This is bird shot. I'll show you guys. It's a 3-inch round, and it's 3 inches. It's steel shot, and these basically are steel BBs in there. Same thing you'd shoot out of a BB gun. So this is an awesome round. It's a good home defense shell. It won't over penetrate, but it's whatever you think is safe. I mean, it's a good home defense shell at close range, and within the home for home defense, that's going to be pretty much close range. But if you go out a little bit farther, the slug's going to be a better option. So here's some of these Winchester slugs. These are still. Oh, sorry guys. The 12 gauge is a 1-ounce slug. The 20 gauge is a 3/4 ounce slug, so almost an ounce. But this is a 12 gauge 1-ounce slug. Sorry I said that wrong, but hopefully you'll forgive me for that. But this is another good option for 12 gauge. And really, it's whatever you're comfortable with. Okay? I mean, a birdshot, you're going to get a little bit more spread. Slug, it's going to be one bullet. So it's whatever you think is going to be necessary and what you think will, uh, what you will need. And guys, Here's some different options of home defense shotgun shells. Buckshot, birdshot, slugs, but you got 20 gauge, 12 gauge. 12 gauge is going to give you a little bit more projectiles coming out, more lead going down range. 20 gauge is going to be a little bit less lead going down range. And if you look here, 12 gauge on the BB shot and the number 2 shot, there's just 50 feet more 50 feet per second more velocity on the 12 gauge and the 20 gauge. Okay, and 20 gauge is a little smaller, it's a little bit bigger, and there's just a little bit more velocity on here. I know they're not the same shell as BB's. BB shot, this is number 2 bird shot, but they're pretty close. And then the 12 gauge have the same velocity on the slugs. So here, I'll show you guys here. I'll show you the bird shot too. Okay, so you've got 1600 feet, 1600 feet. Then you got a little bit less lead there with 3/4 ounce, and this is an ounce. So you just got more lead there. And I'll show you here. Probably didn't see that, but you just got 50 feet more velocity, 50 feet per second more velocity here than you got here. And it's just a little bit smaller pellets here, but you could get 20 gauge BB shot. I've seen it in a few places, but it's kind of hard to get, but you can get it. And then so that's that there. So then the buckshot, it's the same size, just a little bit less pellets. Like for this is 9-shot, you probably in 20 gauge you might have you could probably fit in a 3-inch shell. You could probably fit still a 9 pellet. I'm pretty sure the buckshot that's in the gun is 9 pellets and it's 3-inch, but pretty sure. But yeah. So that's double aught buckshot too. But you just with 12 gauge and 20 gauge, you just get a little bit more lead going down range, and so that's that. And guys, um, do what do what use whatever caliber you want, whether it's 12 gauge, 20 gauge, even 410. I mean, it'd be pretty effective, but best effective would be a 12 gauge here for home defense. But if you and your family can't shoot that gun effectively, it's not going to help you. I went with the 20 gauge because I'm going to tell you, I wanted my grandmother and my mom to be able to shoot the gun too. So I think a 12 gauge would be way too much kick. 20 gauge is probably the max for them. But guys, um, hope you liked this video and hope you learned something. Hopefully, I put some more perspective to you, and hopefully you got something from the video. And guys, get outside, do something fun, and live a dream every day.